Most people look at a benchtop sander and just think about smoothing out rough edges on a piece of pine, but this little machine from REHOUPTU is trying to be a bit more of a jack-of-all-trades. It is a compact, iron-plated unit that feels surprisingly dense when you pull it out of the box. It is not some flimsy plastic toy, which is a relief because nobody wants their tools dancing across the workbench while they are trying to get a clean edge. The build quality is solid, with a spray-coated finish that feels like it can take a few knocks in a busy garage or a hobbyist's corner. What really sets this one apart is the motor. It is running a 795 motor that gives you a range from 3,000 all the way up to 6,000 RPM. Having 7 different speed settings is actually a big deal here. If you're just cleaning up some plastic model parts, you can dial it way down so you do not melt the material or take off too much too fast. But if you are working on something tougher, like sharpening a kitchen knife or even a pair of hair clippers, you can crank it up to get that edge refined quickly. It is a nice bit of flexibility that you do not always see in these smaller, entry-level machines. Now here is the thing about the setup. It does require a bit of assembly, which might be a slight annoyance if you are hoping to just plug it in and go, but the hardware is all there and the manual is straightforward enough. They also throw in 20 pieces of sandpaper right out of the gate. That is a generous touch because you are going to burn through those discs faster than you think, especially if you are doing a lot of metal work. The heat dissipation holes on the side are a smart addition, too. They keep the motor from getting too grumpy during longer sessions, though you should still give it a breather every now and then. If there is a downside, it is that the footprint is quite small. While that is great for saving space on a crowded desk, it means you have to be mindful of your pressure. If you lean into it too hard, you might find yourself fighting the machine a little bit. It is definitely meant for precision and lighter tasks, rather than heavy-duty stock removal. Also, while the feet are sturdy and help with grip, you might still want to clamp it down if you're doing anything that requires a really steady hand. It is a handy little workhorse for the price, perfect for someone who needs a dedicated station for sharpening or small-scale sanding without taking up half the shop. It is not going to replace a massive industrial sander, but for the hobbyist or the professional who needs a quick touch-up tool, it hits that sweet spot between power and convenience.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.